Hello Aries, and welcome to your weekly tarot. My goodness, what an exciting week this is going to be for you, because Mars is moving into Aries, Jupiter is in Aries, we've got lots of energies in Aries, so this is going to be a very exciting energy. We also have the new moon in Gemini coming in, which is very compatible for you, so a lot of activated change. And when I was tuning in for you and getting a little meditation and an image for you, I was getting the Emperor energy of stepping into the Emperor, but it was kind of like part of you was ready to step into it and part of you was like not sure. So interesting. We've got Sword 7 as the theme for the week. Sword 7, Venus, Aquarius. So there's a lot going on inside of your mind. And this is where you're making a plan. You're making a shift. You're making a plan. For some of you, this is an exit strategy as well. But it's like you've got 1 foot in, 1 foot out. You're ready to kind of make a move. And that's kind of where I've got this sense of you're getting ready. So yeah, it's very much looking at the plan, reworking the plan, seeing what is going on with this energy. And it's kind of one step towards freedom, one step in the old energy and one step in the new. So let's see what else is coming in for you, Aries, around this. With Venus ruling you, as well as part of the theme, she rules love and she rules money. So we've got the King of Cups and the Knight of Pentacles, speaking of love and money, both coming out as things that you're going to definitely be looking at this moment in time. Looking at your long-term future in terms of where you're going and how this is grounding down into reality. And the King of Cups is a real Scorpio energy of management, managing your money and looking at ways to do that. That, like I said, there's this sense of not being sure of something. Something's on offer here and there's part of you that's hesitating here. So pay attention to what that is. The World card, I don't feel like you stay in that energy of hesitation for too long. The 5 of Cups, okay, interesting. So, and at the base, the 2 of Cups. So here's the love coming in. So definitely there's going to be some new thoughts, some new plans around love and relationships that is coming in as a bit of an interesting theme. We've got the King of Cups here. So this is, it could be quite literally around somebody that you've got. I mean, this is a Scorpio energy, so it could be a water sign, but it could, doesn't have to necessarily be so, but this is somebody that you've potentially got quite a deep connection with or have had a very deep connection with in the past. I feel like there's potentially a lot of water under the bridge, or there's been a history here as well, where there's been potentially some a lot of emotions around this person, whether good, bad, or just, there's a whole history here, which is kind of interesting. And it's like, how much do you want to bring this energy into the future here? How long-term do you see this friendship or this relationship? Like, where is it heading? So this is something that you're kind of thinking about. But we've got the 4 of Cups, which is that there's something that's not feeling right, or something that's not feeling sure. You're not sure about something here. Like, there is something that's being on offer here to you emotionally through a partnership or a relationship, and it's got this stagnant energy associated with it. So I'm like, I do feel like there needs to be, it's like there's some old emotional energy that has been held on to that is a little bit stagnant, that needs to be moved on. You need to move on from something, which is why we're seeing the completion of a cycle here, where it's kind of definitely being able to let go of that energy, which is freeing you. And this is what we had the sense of, you've got 1 foot in the old, which is this old stagnant energy. And then you're freeing yourself in terms of, so that you've got all this emotional energy to make, to put into the relationship that you want to, or relationships that you want to. It's freeing yourself up so that there's more energy for love and reconnection or deeper connections to come through, which is really nice. So a cycle is definitely completing here. And I feel like you could potentially be, letting go of some stuff, because we've got here the 5 of Cups, which is you've moved from the 4 of Cups to the 5 of Cups. And the 5 of Cups energy is kind of realizing that you're making a big move here. Like, you're moving forward, you're making plans to move forward, you're making plans. There's a bit of an exit plan strategy here in terms of you're moving forward, but part of that does require you letting go of something from the past, an energy from the past, or an energy that you're feeling kind of quite stuck in at this moment in time. So this 5 of Cups energy kind of feels like you're almost mourning the loss of an old energy, even though that energy may have been not feeling right. It kind of got to the point where emotionally you needed to expand and move on because it was feeling either disillusioned or you were feeling bored or there was a sense of dissatisfaction or restlessness. So look at where that is in your life in terms of relationships, love and relationships. And there's new ideas, new plans, new things coming in. So this is not necessarily like a death knell to a relationship. This is more a sense of letting go of some old stuff and to be able to go, okay, it can't be like that anymore. We need to move on. We need to shift and change. You know, we're both changing, or I'm changing, and I'm ready. The sort of person I'm ready to connect to is going to be very different. So I do feel like you're going to notice this because there's something bigger going on in your life externally as well in terms of just general direction about where you're going. And this is where it's kind of like you're going to notice a shift in love and relationships this week, because it's like you don't want to be carrying around that old energy. You want to be feeling so much better. Like the Two of Cups is the card of love and connection and reconnection. And so it does feel like there's an opportunity for that this week, but it's kind of letting go of either old fights or things, resentments or things that somebody said, or just something that's been unspoken that's creating a bit of a divide between the two of you. This could quite literally be an old relationship that you've held on to. There's still some emotions there that you need to really like do that kind of cleaning out and letting go, because there's something calling you into the future, which is this really fabulous energy that's coming through for you, Aries. So let's see what is coming in terms of your animal energy, your animal spirit energy. But this Two of Cups is actually a nice energy. Like it's saying it's bringing more of this love in for you, which is nice. But there's a process attached to it. So let's see what animal energy Aries is working with this week. Oh, we have octopus and the gazelle. This is what I like about this, is that octopus, again, this is a deep water energy, a bit like that King of Cups, where there's a lot of emotional intensity, even psychological intensity, but there's something that's come up from the deep that is now, it could even be unconscious or subconscious energies that have risen up, or some old feelings that have risen up, and you're processing it. It does require flexibility, malleability, but the gazelle energy, the sun is setting, saying there's nothing to fear here. There's no predators around. There's the gazelle's having a nice little rest as the sun's setting. It's sense of just allowing something to naturally end, naturally transition. There's nothing really you need to do other than just kind of let it go and not be fearful of it, which is a nice energy around. And so, yeah, the sun is definitely setting on potentially some feelings that are coming up here, but I like it with the gazelle because it's a sense of deep renewal and rest that comes in, and recovery that comes in with it as well, which is a very nice energy to come through. So, Aries, let's pull some cards as a little take-home message for you. Ooh, we have, the Ace of Feathers, which is, interestingly, the goat, and it's the equivalent of the Ace of Swords, mental clarity and foundation. So I think, this is really the gift of clarity that's coming to you here, and seeing things really clearly. That's, like I said, there's all these emotions that are coming up that you're processing, and they're affecting your plans at this moment, your future plans, which is kind of interesting. But this is saying that there's some really, really good ideas, some really, really good thoughts that are coming through. You're working with new energies, these new thoughts that are coming in. You're organizing things perhaps differently. And it's saying that also that there's a lot of clear communication that's coming through, which is really, really important, whether this is communication from those feelings to you or communication that from other people. That is the key this week, which is a really, really important energy with this Ace of Feathers. So, and I like the words that it's got that foundation as well, because the Sword 7 needs this Ace of Swords here to make this plan that you're working on a really, really good foundational energy, to have a really good foundation for it so it's going to work. So the plan is going to work moving forward. So new ideas, new plans around relationships that are coming in. And yeah, these don't have to necessarily be love relationships. They could be work relationships, family. I feel like you're letting go of old stagnant energy, emotional energy, and stepping into reconnection, finding the clarity. And this is freeing you to get that one foot that's stuck in the kind of the old, to be able to step into this new energy that's pulling you at this moment in time, Aries. So that's it. That's your weekly energy. Have a good week, and please like, subscribe, share, and leave a comment. Take care.